Hello, everyone. This is episode 110 of Shop with Diane, and I'm Diane, owner of the store Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique, which is located in Thunder Bay on the north shore of Lake Superior. And over the last 2 years, it has been such a thrill for me to join you live, or maybe you're watching the repeat, but it's still a thrill for me to be able to connect with you virtually and introduce you to a number of products that we have available here right now for purchase. And so there's no supply chain problem if it's right here and ready to go out the door. So the format's pretty simple. I'm going to explain a number of the products that we have available and show them to you as best as I'm able. And if you're watching the live show and there's a limited number of stock available, you're going to want to claim them in the comment section, because that's where, after the show, I'm going to go first to award those items to those individuals. But if you make a comment in the comment section, make sure after the show, maybe an hour or two after, to check back, because I will have responded by then to your requests. We are going to need to confirm the availability and then when it is that you're going to come by and pick it up. So let me just get a few. This is a one-woman show, so I have to do a lot of changing gears as we go through the show, and sometimes I confuse myself. So if you're here in Thunder Bay, we're going to invite you to do a curbside pickup, or come in next week, because next week we have pop in and shop. So if you're making a purchase on the Thursday evening show, curbside pickup will be Friday, 12 to 3. Nothing happening on the long weekend, because this is the civic or provincial long weekend across Canada. But right afterwards, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 11 to 5, we're going to invite you back into the store to do some of the shopping, because yes, although I'm closing my storefront and hoped to wrap it up by this spring, we still have plenty of spring and summer wear available for purchase, and women's wear is going to be 50 to 60% off. So you're going to want to come in and shop in person. But if you're watching from out of town, I want you to place your orders as well, because orders over $50, we can arrange to mail them out to you. So please do some shopping with us. Now, how do you reach me? In the comments section, or you can, if you're watching Facebook, you can private message me, but you can also text me and phone me. And that's my numbers, 807-628-4334. That's 807-628-4334. So let me see. I think we have it all under control. But this weekend, it's a long weekend, and I never really knew what this weekend was really all about. It's called the civic holiday in many places. And it's not a statutory holiday, meaning you're not getting paid for it if you happen to have the day off. But I did a little research, because and here's what I found. The first Monday in August, across the country, it's called different things, everything from Regatta Day and Terry Fox Day, Saskatchewan Day. You can see British Columbia Day, Natal Day. What's that? Because that's sort of the birth of Nova Scotia. They're celebrating that, as well as in PEI, New Brunswick Day. Alberta calls it Heritage Day, but it's called a civic holiday, meaning that municipalities will be able to also name it. So in Toronto, it's called Simcoe Day, and Colonel By Day, because Colonel By, he was instrumental in getting the Rideau Canal built in the early days of what we now call Ottawa, and Joseph Brant Day and Benjamin Vaughan Day. But in Quebec and in the Yukon, they're not having a holiday. Quebec celebrates its provincial day, June 24th, as Saint Jean-Baptiste Day, and sort of covered up there. But Yukon Day, which in the Yukon, it's Discovery Day, the third Monday in August. I know that's a lot of information, and I've tried to But maybe that answers a lot of questions as to what this holiday is. Me as a retailer, oh my goodness, what do I remember this holiday for? Exhaustion, um, having a bending over and having my back go out, another year getting shingles. It's sort of just a culmination of just pushing hard through the summer and almost exhaustion, but also start of some buying shows too. So I'm going to head out to a buying show right after the following week. But let's get on with Shop with Diane, episode 110, and let me show you all sorts of new products. And what else am I going to show you? I'm going to just get right into the shopping for tonight. Let me go back to the comments sections. And I see we have Shirley joining us, and Kathy and Natalie and Pat. Great, great group getting back together for a summer Thursday evening get together. So product number one, I'm going to do a few items that I showed on the last show. We had some really great sales, and but it is August. August 1st is on Monday, and some of you may have an August birthday to buy for. It's my birthday month too. And what we have from last week, we have just a few of these remaining. And what are these? These are Alex and Ani wrap rings. So can we focus on there? So Alex and Ani is a brand of jewelry made in Rhode Island out of recycled materials and metals. And this wrap bracelet you can make larger or smaller, much like the bracelets that you can easily make larger and smaller. And what we have is a Swarovski crystal in the August ring. And the month of August is about peace, luck, and courage. And it says August's peridot crystal fosters emotional balance and strength to create a bright future. Wear this peridot colored Swarovski crystal as a symbol of opportunity and prosperity. I have 3 left. Maybe I should start wearing this. Maybe there'll be 2 left, but they're regularly $34. I am clearing them out for $25, plus throwing in one of the stacking bracelets that's a $399 value. And so you can have both the bracelet and the ring, and just for $25. And Terry's making a comment that she has one, and it's nice on the finger, and it is really, really comfortable. So if you have an August birth date coming up and you would like to find them something special, it also comes in a little pouch that could be used as a cleaning cloth. So I just have 3 of those. So that's product number 1 on tonight's show. And last week I showed a poncho. Do you remember that if you were watching it? And I sold out, which is a good thing. People were really loving the poncho. So I quickly tried to do a repeat order with our supplier, who happens to be sold out of most every color, but he did have a few remaining in yellow. So this is a yellow one that someone is planning to pick up next week, but they've ordered it. So I'm going to use it as a prop for tonight's show because I have a couple more coming. So if you missed out on getting your order in last week, you might want to jump into that and get this done. So the poncho comes in a little stuff sack. And this is really wonderful because it's both a poncho and a tarp. So let me just open it up. So the undercoating is silver colored. It's polyurethane. So it is going to be waterproof. That silver is going to help reflect some of the heat back towards you. And quite often when it's raining, it can be cool, right? So I'm just gonna pop this over my head and put it on. just to show you. So remember, I just have 2 coming. I got notice that the shipment is shipped out today, so I hope to have it next week during our pop-in event, if not Tuesday, by Thursday. So on the side here, there are 2 snaps, so you can do those up, and on the bottom of each side is a grommet, and that is going to allow you to tie this down as a tarp as well. So it's about 5, it's usually somebody about 5'6" is going to be a really great fit. So it's got a hood, a zipper, a draw cord. So you can cinch this up. I like that it's got a peak so the rain is going to fall and not right directly into your eyes. And it has a zippered pouch here. So a great place to put that cell phone or a stuff sack or anything that you want available close at hand. And some of our customers who are purchasing it are also buying it because they're heading on cruises. Somebody is purchasing it because they plan on walking the dog, and it's always great to see somebody wearing yellow on a rainy day. So price of those are simply $44.95. So if you would like one of the incoming yellow Junior Gear is the brand Ponchos, please let me know. So part of that repeat order, I discovered that the supplier who had been out of the Monocular for months now, which was turned out to be one of our top sellers for 2022, has more stock. So I'm going to show you the sample one we have here because that's coming in the shipment as well. So from the company called Brunton, we have something called the LightTech 8x22 Monocular. Now, I love monoculars because rather than binoculars where you've got to focus with both lenses to try to see, and they're usually heavier and bulky, a monocular in a stuff sack. It can also, not a stuff sack, a little carrying case that can also attach to a belt if you wish, or even on a strap of a backpack, a shoulder strap. But what you have is a very easy, lightweight monocular. Now, the one I'm showing you right now is $44.95, and people that purchased it earlier this year, many have returned to purchase more. Not just one more, but a few more, because these have turned out to be absolutely fantastic gifts for folks. So just with one eye, you just focus this way. It's going to be 8 times magnification. And some people, though, with glasses, it may be, and just looking in the comments section, thank you. Heather is going to take one of the ponchos. Appreciate that. So we have one remaining. And Debbie says she loves her monocular and takes it out on her walks, that it's very light. And it certainly is really lightweight. Now, there is an eyepiece here that you can, if you wear glasses and you want to get it a little closer to your eye, you can just fold that back and that'll get it a little closer to your eye if you wish. So just $44.95 for the LightTech 8x22 Monocular. It's not here at the store for a Friday pickup, but I'm hoping to have it next week. So get your pre-orders in for those. And I have a second monocular that is available currently here at the store. And this too is from Brunton. Now, the amazing thing about this, I'm just going to remove this one. It comes with a protective end cap, but this one will magnify 10 to 30 times. Now, I'm going to warn you that if you're starting to magnify something 30 times, it's going to bring in something that's, oh my goodness, 1,000 feet out, looking like it's maybe about 20 feet out, not 20, 200 feet is sort of a range of, did I get that right? It's going to bring it in a great distance. But any movement of your body, it's going to just magnify that um, extremely a lot. Okay, so what I suggest when you use it on that type of magnification, that you have it balanced on something stable, and then you'll be able to bring it in. But my goodness, I can see a block away up the street, and it's pretty impressive. So they're both great. I've had people purchase both because they have use for both applications. So the price of this one is $74.95. So let me know which one of the monoculars that you would prefer. Just all the feedback from customers have been that it's terrific, and they have found it to be a really fantastic gift to give for just about everyone. Wouldn't you like to see the birds up closer and what the neighbors are up to as well? Or maybe you don't want to know what the neighbors are up to. So let me carry on with another item that we ran out of stock. And I still have one for waiting for a customer to pick up one that she pre-ordered, and our store demo one. But in that next shipment, you're going to want these as well. Top hot seller. Oh, what is this, by the way? So it's from the company Survive Outdoors Longer, which is Seoul, and it is a lighter, a plasma lighter. Now, what is that? And it's also a flashlight. So it comes with an accessory cord that if you pull back the cord, it turns into tinder to help you light a fire if you didn't have any tinder. But it also turns into a carrying cord. It does have a little push button on the side, and just there we go. So it gives you a flashlight with 3 settings: a bright, a medium light, and a strobe light. So it's a great little flashlight that can be charged with a USB port. So you don't need batteries, but it's a lighter to light your fires. And if you're camping, it opens up like this. So there's a little safety clasp there. Just undo that, pop it open. And there's an electrical charge that is going to, it's a dual arc, so it's going to create an arc that will, let me just press that. See that? That's very hot. And don't want to get too close to that camera, but this will be useful in high winds, in all sorts of weather conditions. You'll be able to get that fire started. And I do have a little video on a windy day earlier this summer. What did I do? I took a little video, if I can find it, of me getting a little fire started in very high winds. So let me just show you that. Can you see that there? Now that maybe wasn't the best demonstration, but it was very windy. A regular match would have just blown out, but there was no problem in getting that fire started. So a great survival piece of equipment, having one in your car for emergencies, at home, at the camp, at the cottage, when you're hiking and camping and so on. So these have been popular sellers, and let me see. And let me see, what's the price of this? $34.95. So if you'd like to do one of the, make sure you get one of these. Now people are telling me they're also doing their Christmas shopping. So great idea. As we know, prices tend to be going up, and there still remains supply chain problems. And you're here spending some fun time with me tonight. Do you know it's where are we? We're how many months till Christmas? Like we're halfway there, are we not? So, and Pamela is going to take uh, a poncho, the other poncho, and a monocular. So thank you very much. I believe we have the ponchos spoken for, and if we're able to get some later in the season, I certainly will bring them in again because they are a very popular item. So let me know if you would like to be on a waiting list for those. But at the moment, the supplier is sold out, and so are we. So let's carry on with tonight's show. I did say in the advertisements on Facebook and so on, I was going to share some family pickle recipes. If you didn't see that, you're thinking, where the heck did this idea come from? Well, I've been planting a garden since the start of that first summer of the pandemic, and I come from a family that has always gardened. My Ukrainian Baba had the most amazing garden in her backyard in Westford, and even had a part of a city lot. My parents have been amazing gardeners and were some of the people that got the Thunder Bay Farmers Market started, and have been gardening their whole life. Oh, and I'm going to share this. My mom is watching too. They continue at the ages of 86 and 96. My parents continue to have beautiful flower gardens and vegetable gardens. And this Saturday, the Thunder Bay Horticultural Society has my parents' home on their garden tour, just to see all the amazing work that they continue to do, which is really fantastic. But with Ukrainian Babas and my mom, and being raised on a farm and so on, we have been blessed with all sorts of vegetables. Well, I've started my own garden, and I'm growing cucumbers slowly this year, but I have some pickle recipes, and I should pop one of those up just to show you, because through the show, I'm going to put on the screen a few of those family pickle recipes. Now, it's going to be coming by way too quick for you to possibly write them down. Well, let me see if I can remove that banner. So somewhere legend. There we go. So this is, as soon as we get cucumbers out of the garden, my mom has been great at making these really quick dill pickles. And it says, that's my mom's handwriting, and it says Julie's Quickies. And Julie is my aunt. And it's simply just, this is how Ukrainians write recipes. 8 cups of water, half a cup of cider vinegar, 5 tablespoons of coarse salt, boil rapidly for 2 minutes, pour it over your cucumbers, garlic, and dill, and refrigerate. And when they're sour enough, you can eat them. And I know, though, let me just get this off the screen. You may have taken a screenshot, or you can go back and watch. I know when they're ready, we just can't stop eating them. And so that is one of our family recipes, and great, I'm wondering how many of you make pickles as well. So I'm going to share with you later in the show my Baba's dill pickle recipes, as well as the bread and butter pickle recipe as well. So stay tuned for that. Let me get back into the comment section where I can see what's going on. And anybody else gardening or pickling? What I need to find myself this year is one of those big pots, where you put the jars into the water. I don't have one of those, so I'm going to have to get one of those. And so if somebody's cleaning house and not using one of them, you might have a place to donate it. so let me carry on. So pickles. These are not ready to go, but pickles and ice cream. There's a connection there. I still have a couple remaining of these really fun soft shell ice cream balls. Now, if you have been watching regularly, you would have seen a show. If you could go back to my Facebook page or on the Shop with Diane YouTube channel, there is one where I start the show eating ice cream. It's in that episode that I really show you how easily this is done. But this is so much fun and makes delicious ice cream. So what it is a, if I open it up like this is sort of rubberized. And let me see if I can open this. On one side I open it, and in here I put salt and ice. Rock salt or sea salt, kosher salt, but not table salt, goes in here because what salt does, it lowers the freezing temperature of water. So it's going to get really cold on that side of it. On the other side, you open it up, and what you'll see is a container in there where you'll put the ingredients. It does come with a recipe book, but it's usually cream or milk or yogurt that can go into the ice cream that you're making. And you're going to be putting some sugar and vanilla and maybe some fruit, whatever. There's various recipes. And what you do is you just roll this around and toss it around for maybe about 10 minutes, and then you open it up and scoop out what's frozen of the ice cream, and then put the lid back on and continue tossing, and then scraping out the remainder afterwards, after another 10 minutes or so. And it's really delicious, and it makes a pint of ice cream easily. Great way to get everyone involved, and it just makes really good ice cream. They're just $59.95, a great summer treat. It's a year-round treat, actually, but I just have two remaining at $59.95. So especially if you've got some children and grandchildren coming to visit you, or you want to introduce some extra summer fun, let me know. And that is for the soft shell ice cream ball, two of them remaining at $59.95. Another sort of fun thing to do that's practical, and over the years having my store is, and don't forget, I should mention to you, and I'm just rambling on here, but this is episode 110 of Shop with Diane, if you just happen to be joining us. And I am taking orders in the comment sections for the items that I'm showing this evening during our live show, which is Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we do have people that are joining us from across the country in different time zones and across the border, and from other countries as well. But you can also phone me or text me, private message me as well. And I'll just put up that number again in terms of texting me or phoning me at 807-628-4334. Love to take your orders. And if you're out of town, orders over $50, we can arrange to have those shipped out to you by mail. So let me see. So available. I've always loved having gift items that are also practical in many ways. So here's a great item. It's just $15.95, and it's America's #1 selling knot tying kit. It's going to teach you how to do 23 different practical knots, and it comes with 6 plastic cards that will easily illustrate how to do these various knots. So this is something just to have around on the table, out at camp when you're traveling. That would be something to do while you're traveling, whether by plane or sitting in the airport overnight waiting for a canceled flight to be rebooked. You could be doing something practical. But there's just $15.95, and it comes, as I said, with those 6 plasticized cards. It comes with accessory cord, so you can easily practice your knots, and a couple of carabiners, because in some cases you'll want to be tying on to something. So great item for people of all ages, and just $15.95. And Wish I knew my knots better. I remember being a Girl Guide and a brownie and doing the reef knot on our scarves. Reef knot, left over, right and under, and right over, left and under, right? and so Deb is going to take a knot tying knot kit. Super. That's terrific. So I'll make sure I set one aside for you, Debbie. Okay, next item we have is just doing a little bit of cleaning up here at the store. And we didn't put these out for a long while. And we just have 2 of them left at $4. If anybody has a new puppy and you'd like to send them a card, here's the card. It's a new puppy checklist, and it says hide socks, hide shoes, socks, and underwear. Hire full-time carpet cleaning service. Stock up on poop bags. So here's your checklist. Put the dog trainer's phone number on speed dial. Practice wet kisses. Gather used tennis balls from your friends. Replace the cookie jar with a treat jar. Adopt a shared sleeping space in your bed. Adapt to a shared sleeping space in your bed. Purchase dog hair removal accessories. Place corner protectors on all furniture, and get ready to receive unconditional love. So if you know somebody has a new puppy and you want to send them a letter of congratulations, we have the cards. Look at great little envelope as well. $4. Just have 2 of those. And as I said, I'm just tidying up. And we have a few other cards, and it's a birthday card. And it says, I barely remembered your birthday. How many of you get... and it says happy belated. So how many of you, mea culpa, need to say I forgot? And we have other people joining us. Betty, nice to see you. And Brenda is apologizing. Sorry to be late. Well, better not be late. Oh, it's your birthday next month, isn't it, Brenda? Okay. But these cards for the I barely remember your birthday are just what's the price? $3.25, and I have 4 of those. So if you'd like those, please let me know. And let's see. And one other thing, somebody was looking for these the other day, so I thought I should put them on my show so everyone knows we have them. And what are these? These are vitamin pill cases. So I'm going to, the price is $15.95. When I open this little pill case, what you're going to conveniently find are the days of the weeks listed, Monday through Sunday, and then one that says extra, and place to put some of them, your vitamins or your pills. And especially if you've got a prescription. Now, if you've been watching the show a long while, you know that mid-June, I moved some moldy papers and had a huge allergic reaction that went on for weeks to that, and it eventually was prescribed some antibiotics for that eventually, after 2 weeks, cleared that up. So that was a relief. But remembering to take did I take the pill? Did I not take the pill? After a couple of days of really being confused, I got myself one of these just to keep it straight. And so if this would be helpful for you keeping things straight, let me know. I do have a couple in the pink color, patterned, in the blue patterned color, as well as in olive green and silver gray, black, and navy. And it also comes with just a little outside zippered pocket as well, little handy zippered pocket. So $15.95, and for the pill and vitamin clutch, it's called, let me know. And thank you, Faye, who will take one of the blue ones. And we have Mary joining us. Um, Everybody seems to be getting a little late onto the show this evening, is the comment. So better late than never. But the wonderful thing is you can always go back to watch the show because every episode is available. Every past episode is available on our Facebook page that you can access at any time. And you can order from those as well. So uh, glad you can join us for the live show. It makes it a lot more fun. And what do we have? I think it's time for another pickle recipe. If you're just joining in, I'm sharing some of our family pickle recipes. Usually over the years, and sometimes it's been a little earlier, that our family would. I remember as a kid growing up, August 1st, usually you'd have some cucumbers out of the garden. And some years recently, it's been earlier. But this year, oh my goodness, if I get pickle cucumbers by mid-August, it will be amazing because we've had a really late start to our gardening season here in Thunder Bay. But let me throw up another pickle recipe. I'm going to do that. So the first one I did was a quick recipe that you can just in a day or two have pickles ready to eat, easy to make. But here's another one that my mother put in to, I think it was maybe, was it a Women's Institute or was it the museum, Papoonja Museum, Slate River Museum? I'm not sure which cookbook, but she put in there, my mom being Elsie Petrina, Baba's Dills. And this is how Ukrainians write recipes. It's, it doesn't say what size of cucumbers. It doesn't say how much dill. It doesn't say how much garlic. It just makes a lot of assumptions that we know what we have to do. But basically, the ingredients, and you can find some of the other methods, I'm sure, in other cookbooks. But my mom, who makes amazing pickles, it's 4 cups of water, 1 cup of vinegar, and heaping teaspoon of coarse salt, and which is pickling salt you can buy at the grocery store, and tablespoon, did I say teaspoon? Tablespoon, and a tablespoon of brown sugar. Now, my mom doesn't seal the jars by putting them in hot water. She'll just put them in the oven at 275 degrees, which is a good way to seal those jars as well. And it says put together with a little pickling spice. Um, um, how much is a little? I don't know, but put a little. That's how my Baba, I said, Baba, how you make the best borscht? How do you make it? Oh, you put a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then you put enough, and if it doesn't taste right, you put more. And I just don't have the recipe. But my mom would be happy to fill in the blanks for you, I am sure. But you can always go back, and I'll throw that up one more time. That's Baba's dill pickle recipe. And I can't wait. They're just delicious. Not too sour and not too sweet, just right. So let's carry on with the show with another product that we have. So I purchased these a while ago, but I've never spoken about them. I can just show you one. And this has been one of our main suppliers. He does a booming business and has for years with copper embedded products, whether it is gloves or um, um, shorts or elbow sleeves, things for your calves and so on. Well, I brought some in fingerless gloves, but also these no-show sock liners. So what is this? What is this? So this is a sock liner and a no-show. So just can wear it in your, by itself in your summer shoes, but also you can wear this under another sock if you wish as well. It is made out of nylon, but as well it has copper embedded in the yarn as well, the threads as well. Now, copper, there's has been used for centuries in terms of uh, as a natural antibacterial. Um, uh, it has antibacterial properties to it. What's the proper language here? But anyways, it's made out of nylon as well as copper, and the nylon is highly durable, so this is going to help wick moisture off your feet, but it's also a compression sock, and a compression sock is going to support your muscles and your joints and help the blood flow as well. So it's going to offer you great recovery after physical exercise, but also thought for arthritic and painful joints, it's going to be helpful as well. And I did give a pair to my mom who suffers from fibromyalgia, really uncomfortable problem feet as well. And she wore these in the winter and had great relief and was able to, and whether it was the compression, whether it was the combination of the compression and the copper, but the numbness of her feet was improved. And so that was my testimony to somebody wearing these. So I do have them in two sizes. I have a ladies, and here's my mom's comment on here. I have them in a women's size, which will fit a woman's size 6 to 9 shoe, as well as I have it in the men's. So if a woman is wearing a size 10 shoe, she would get a comfortable fit in the men's that's going to fit a men's 8 to 11 shoe for those. So if you would like to give these a try, it's also because it is offers you anti-odor, because it's killing bacteria as well. So it's going to be killing foot odor that might be coming from wearing wet socks in confined shoes, but it's going to be antibacterial. It's going to help the blood circulation as well as support muscles and joints. So my mom's comments up there saying they are great. And just a little feedback, it was the Slate River Women's Institute cookbook where that recipe was found in. Thanks, Mom. Always great to have my mom on her show, and people just love when she does join us, which is most every show. She does occasionally miss a few and apologizes, but she's a busy gal. So let me see. Okay, so these are fantastic. Tried by my mom and loves them, and great for summer wear by themselves like this, or as a liner sock in the winter. You can wear them to bed, you can wear them in the shower, you can wear them by themselves. And is there anything else I need to share with you on this product? Machine wash and tumble dry low. So very easy. So that is, what's the price on though? I don't think I mentioned to them. $23.95 for those. So if you have sore feet, maybe that's the solution. And wouldn't that be an improvement? So next thing I have, just to remind you, the store is going to be open. I'm going to just throw that up because we have some people joining us. And the store is going to be open next week for a summer pop-up and shop event. So that's next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 11 to 5, where you're going to find our women's casual wear at 50 to 60% off. These aren't discounted items, but I just want to remind you, it'd be a great time to come in and pick up one of the Outdoor Research Oasis sombrero hats. So many of you are very familiar with these hats because some of you own more than one of these. But if somebody is new to the show, they should know about these. They're by Outdoor Research, which offers a infinite warranty on their products, meaning hang on to your receipt. And as long as you have your receipt and the item, it is warranted. It's made out of ripstop nylon, so if you can see, I can't see with my glasses off, but it's got a grid pattern to the fabric that offers extra resistance to tearing. And this is UPF in terms of sunscreen protection, UPF 50 plus, and the Canadian Cancer Society will say that 30 plus is considered very good sun protection, so 50 plus is amazing. It's got a wide brim. It's longer at the back than it is at the front, but at the back it also has a draw cord to cinch this up tighter if you would like. We stock it in sizes small, medium, large, and extra large. I wear the medium, and we sell probably about 80% of what we do sell is in the size medium. It has a synthetic wicking fabric here to take perspiration off your head, and it has a chin strap as well. I like to toss my chin strap at the back of the hat when I don't need it, but in high winds, you certainly will appreciate that you have that chin strap that you can secure. And as I've said to people, I generally don't look great in hats. So when I shop for hats for the store, I looked for ones that look great on me. And turns out looks great on everyone. So it's a great fitting hat. You can wash them by hand. They do float because they have foam in the brim, as well as they're gray on the underside. So when sun's rays come down, hit the water, if you're out on the water, and the rays reflect back. If it was a light color under the brim, that would reflect into your eyes. But because it's a dark gray, it's absorbed and you don't get that reflection back into your eyes. Great product, $52. A variety of colors, not in all sizes do we have all colors, but in small we have this light blue, and we have it in stone color. In medium, we have it in this light lavender color, but outside it almost looks like gray stone. We have a peach color, and I call this Loden. Those are in medium. We have large in a couple of colors. In extra large, I think we have extra large also in this berry color. So you're going to want to come in and get one of these hats. And maybe even in more than one color. So how are we doing on 110th episode of Shop with Diane? I just got lots of things here. Let's see. Okay, Terry's going to take a pair of the ladies' copper socks, and we're being asked, Kathy is asking my mom, are they good compression sockettes? They are, but Mom, if you'd like to just pipe in there and let Kathy know your feedback on it, that would be terrific. And Lori is mentioning that she has, where's her comment? She has 2 of the hats and loves them. And terrific. Faye's going to take a hat as well. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so Betty shared her comments. I really appreciate those comments, and so do our customers. And you kept the chin strap on last week, Betty. Oh my God, we've had strong winds here in Thunder Bay, and the weather all over the planet seems to be gone crazy. So let's see. Yes, and my mom's saying they do have compression, and they are a compression sock. So hopefully that answers, but if you have any further questions, Kathy, please give me a shout. So what else do we have? If those sun hats aren't the ones that you want, maybe you don't want as large a brim, great. Those are great for gardening, great paddle boarding, kayaking, just sitting in the sun. My goodness, there was a country festival at Fort William last weekend, and they said each day 5,000 to 6,000 people were going through the doors, and the weather was all over the place then as well. But if you're not looking for a hat for quite as large, maybe not offering quite the same amount of sun protection, but a great hat. This all the same. It is a cotton hat, and it's from a company called Splash, and it's just a cute little bucket hat. Cute little bucket hat, a little more stylish. I have a size medium head. I should have looked in the mirror before I did this. I have a medium head. I've got a little bit of room, but it's comfortable. And $21.95. I have it in the white. I have it in the stone color. If you care to, you can remove the tag. You don't need to be mini pearl. And I also have just one remaining in black as well. And how cute is that? And my mom says it's cute, so cute. So just an easy hat, easy to travel with, and in some really great neutral colors. Just $21.95. So if you'd like one of the brand is called Splash. If you'd like, oh, my messy hair is messier than normal. What's happening here? Okay, so let me know if you'd like one of these, and I'll set one aside for you. And okay, interesting. Thank you, Pat. So Faye's going to try one on when she comes to this pop-up event on Tuesday. And Pat mentions that they were slightly large for her, the ones that she purchased. So she washed them and air dried them, and they snugged them up slightly to fit. Okay, that's a good idea. Very good idea. So thank you for that, Pat. Thank you for your purchase, and thank you for that fit tip as well. So what do we have next is, okay, we have from a local company called Xpex, spelled this way, Xpex, polarized floating sunglasses, and I have probably a dozen styles for you to choose from. I'm not going to show you them all this evening, but these are polarized sunglasses that actually float. And this particular one, kind of stylish, but if this falls in the water, it is going to float. And polarized lenses take the glare off of the water or off the snow, just give you a better optics altogether. The glasses are just $50. It's a local company that has this brand, and that's sort of a stylish one. We've got more of a wraparound style like this. So if you're cycling, you're not going to get air rushing behind as well. Styles like this. Our most popular style is this one, but we do have out of their collection one style that doesn't float. Polarized but doesn't float. The price of the polarized floating ones are $50, $45 for the basic one that doesn't float. Now, so I want you to come in and take a look at them and try them on if you wish. Lori, who lives in Southern Ontario, we did a Facebook video call with one another, and I modeled them for her. Oops. I hope Grant isn't watching. I doubt if he is, who's going to get one for his birthday. Sorry if Grant is watching, but I'm going to do a little demonstration here. And every time I do this, I hope to God that the bottom of this plexi box doesn't fall out, because, well, on the other hand, it would make the show go viral. But I have a cube of water here, and I am going to put the pair that doesn't float into the water and see what happens. So I'm just going to drop it in the water and raise this up. And you can see it's sunk. And that's exactly what every other pair of sunglasses is going to happen when you're in and around the water. And I'm using one of the, we just have a couple of the bamboo towels, roll of towels available here at the store. I think they're $18.95 for the bamboo reusable paper towels. So just dry that off. So I'm going to take next a pair of the floating ones, and I'll pop those in the water and lift this up. And they are floating. So they're just great glasses, period. But if you're in and around the water, they definitely have that added benefit of floating. So the price of those, as I said, for the floating ones are $50. So you're going to want to come in and try them on. Or we could have you pop by during our curbside pickup times and try them on as well. I think I'll throw up that time of our next curbside pickup. Tonight's show is happening on Thursday, July 28th. So tomorrow from 12 to 3, organizing curbside pickups. It is the August long weekend, the civic holiday. So I'm not going to do pickups then, but what we are going to do is invite you to come into the store Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to shop some of our remaining women's summer wear at 50 to 60% off. Also come by and pick up your purchases or do some try-ons of those hats or the glasses. And I'll just set this aside and hope that the bottom stays intact. I don't have a plan should it just end up all over. I think we'll see. Just live dangerously. Let me take that off. Get into the comments, and let me see. Here's Lori's comments. She has a pair and they're fantastic, and she wears them on the water, and she loves that they float. And what else do we have here? So there's another great comment, and I thank you for mentioning that. These are so lightweight, and the reason why they do float is that the density of the materials that are used to make these are lighter than the density of water, and so it floats. So incredibly lightweight, and it does come with a carrying case, which can also be used as a cleaning cloth as well. So that is our Xpex glasses. Now from Xpex, I do have some remaining, so I'm going to clear these out. These were usually $11, but I'm going to clear these out for $5. What are these? So if you have a pair of glasses that maybe don't float and you would like them to float if they end up in the water, this here is something that you could put the arms of your glasses in. There's a surgical tubing there. It's not going to be, okay, so you can pop those into there. And then there is a bead at the back that you can cinch this up closer. So this will be more secure on your head if you need it to be. But if this did come off in the water, then the strap is going to float. So I just have them in the hot pink color. They were $11. Clearing them out for $5. If you're having a party out at camp, at the cottage, pick them all up and give them as gifts to some of your friends as well for just $5. How many do I have in stock? I think I had 6 in stock, so let me know. Now, as I was digging through some of the things at the store, oh my gosh, we still have a few of these left. What are these? we used to sell kayaks, and I love to sell kayaks and do kayak demos. And but what we have here, um, and is that send two of the, I'm guessing the straps, right, Lori? What we have here is made out of bone, is a little kayak. Can you see that? Let me see if I can. I've kind of found that this sometimes helps the camera focus better on the object if I put it in the tray. So we have this little wee kayak carved out of bone, and it is on a waxed cord that has a knot that adjusts the length of the cord. That's at its maximum length. I can shorten it up, but this great little kayak necklace is just really unique, and I have 3 of these remaining, and they're $18.95. If I wanted to, I can shorten them up. So thank you, Lori, for your order for the sunglass straps. So we have 4 remaining as of now, and so if you, and why I love selling kayaks too is that the majority of kayak buyers were women 40 plus in age, and it's so stress relieving to be able to be out paddling. And anyways, great necklace. So if you would like one, $18.95, a special gift for a kayaker in your life or for yourself. And I did also come across, we had a few more of these, actually 4 more of these little shell bracelets. So you can see this. It's just it's made out of shell. Can you see that? Really, but it's a kind of a small fit. So I don't have large wrists, and it's sort of snug on my wrist. So I would say it's suitable for a woman or a teen who has small wrists. This would fit really comfortably. And these were $11.95. I have 4 remaining, and I'm going to clear these out for $5 each as well. So if you'd like a shell bracelet for a woman with a small wrist or a teen with smaller wrists, that would be an awesome item to pick up tonight on the 110th episode of Shop with Diane. Welcome to everyone, and I appreciate you hanging in there. I know our shows are going a little longer these days, but that's because I haven't told you yet, next week's show, because the store is going to be open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not going to do a show next Thursday, so I do want to get a number of products out in front of you, and appreciate you hanging in there. I've got another pickle recipe. Boy, do I throw a lot of stuff into the show, don't I? Now, my mom also makes great bread and butter pickles, but this was also from the Slate River Women's Institute cookbook, and it was submitted by Anne Belews, who her maiden name was Buchuk, and lived in Westfort. So you know it comes from really great beginnings. Anne was the mom of one of my dear high school and elementary school friends, and this is the recipe that my mom uses to make bread and butter pickles. So if you're looking for a proven bread and butter pickle recipe, one that's good enough to have Anne submit it to the Women's Institute cookbook, and one that my mom keeps using, I think it's a good start for you. So there it is. Okay, it should be pickling season coming up real soon, at least here in Northern Ontario. I'm sure the cucumbers are available in a little warmer climates already. So another thing we have, people are getting outdoors. I've always been kind of the safety elephant in the outdoors, and I want to bring to your attention a product that really you shouldn't be heading outdoors without. And we have Fox 40 whistles, and the price of these are just $7.95. Now, Fox 40 is a Canadian brand, and um, it's a peeless whistle, meaning there is no ball in there that is going to get stuck or frozen in the cold. And it has three separate chambers as well, that each chamber will um, uh, blow a different sound, but blown together gives a really strong, um, constant um, signal. So what can I tell you about this? It's also used by NATO forces and search and rescue units and lifeguards and referees as well. And but what you should know is how to communicate with one. And there are standard signals that one should be using. I want to tell you about it because if you hear it, and if people are using it correctly, you'll know how to interpret it. So one long blast on a whistle is what you say to where are you? So if you're in the bush and you've got lost track of someone, one long whistle will be like, where are you? Probably a little heart starts beating when you have to blow that. Two blasts mean come to me. So somebody is hearing the two blasts and they're going to come towards you. But three blasts means I need help. And everyone should know that. Three blasts means I need help. So one of the Coast Guard requirements on a canoe and kayak is that you have a signaling device like a whistle. But if people don't know what whistle to blow, what signal to give, uh, it's kind of pointless. So these are great if you just tie a lanyard around them as well. And so when you're heading outdoors, you certainly want to get yourself a whistle. And I do have a few in each color in stock, but I think I just have one remaining in yellow. So if you would like them, think about people of all ages. You can't rely on your voice to be yelling constantly and to be heard, especially if it's windy and there's noise in the trees and so on. And so this is a real easy safety device. And let me just check something. Oh, my signal seems to be okay. So $7.95 for a Fox 40 whistle. Never leave home without one. As well, people have purchased them. Some of the university campuses in the past have issued them to students as well for safety purposes. So I know the show's going on a bit longer, but it's okay because we have some of you hanging in. You can always go back and watch more. I do also have some remaining poopery. And what is poopery? Poopery is how you can live in with other people more pleasantly. So poopery is a product that we've carried for many years, and we have 4-ounce spray as well as we have 4-ounce and 2-ounce sprays. I believe that 4-ounce is good for 200 bathroom visits, and it's won the Good Housekeeping award. What it is, you just spray this in the toilet bowl into the water before using the facilities. And when you use the facilities, the odors get trapped below the water and you don't have the offensive bathroom smells emitting out of the bathroom after it's been in use. They never talk about it being used for outhouses, but we did have a customer that came back and said, oh yes, we use it in the outhouse all the time. And so I have the Smoky Woods version of this. I have just 3 remaining at $19.95 for the Smoky Woods. and it doesn't smell like smoke, but it's a very pleasant smell. It's a smell of hickory, cedar, and citrus, as well as we have in the 2-ounce version, we have Trap a Crap, and it's cedarwood and citrus is its scent. It's really pleasant. It's got more of a citrus scent. And then we have lavender and vanilla in the 2-ounce. And the 2-ounce one singly sold is $15.95. But for tonight, I'm going to make them available. I have 2 of each, of 2 lavender and 2 Crap. If you buy 2, I will sell 2 for $20. So you can either get one of these at $19.95 or one of each, or at $20. So let me know if you would like some of the remaining ones of those. It does work effectively. And for young men, excuse me, you're visiting your girlfriend's house, you don't want to leave her odors in the bathroom. So, and if you're being the hostess and you know your guests are going to be embarrassed, nice way to make their visit more pleasant for everyone. And Deb's going to take one of each for $20. Terrific. So that leaves one more of these for one more set at $20 available. Now, we talk about our big pop-up event coming, and want you to know that we have some items that at great clear-out prices. You're going to want to come into the store if you're here in Thunder Bay. If you're in the region, you're going to plan a trip into Thunder Bay just to get that. So what do we have here? I just have 2 pairs of our most popular ever sandal from Merrill. Is the Train Post. It is not a flip-flop, it's a toe wrap. It's incredibly supportive. It flexes where it should. It's got an air cushion in the heel, so it absorbs shock as you take each step forward. Many of our customers have 1, 2, 3, in some cases 4 pairs, can be on their feet all day walking in them. But what I okay, and thank you. I'm just checking in order. Thank you, Pat. I just, however, have 1 pair of size 5 remaining in this denim color, and I have 1 pair of size 6 remaining in the black. They were $110. I need to find them a home over the next few days of being opened, or even tonight. And the price of these were $110. I'm clearing them out at $65. And so thank you, Mary, for your comment. And I know it's been great. You will see in our store, I'm always noticing women coming in wearing these because they've purchased them in the past. Always ask them, how do they love their sandals? And look at, and hey, look at, Lori has 4 pairs and she's wearing them right now. Lori was a roommate of mine in university, and her dad used to sell women's footwear as a, now was he what was his position with the company? But it was with a company that sold women's shoes. So, you know, to know that Lori is, that I've been now providing footwear for Lori is a good thing. And she's wearing hers right now in her pajamas. Of course, they go with pajamas really nicely. So anyone, 5 and 6 is a really hard size for to find on both sides. The customer who has those small feet struggles to find pairs, and let's see, and so yeah, Lori, your dad, he worked for a company that manufactured and sold shoes. Okay, so let's see, so hard for me to find that woman with the 5'6" foot, hard for the woman who is 5'6" feet. Size 5'6" feet to find companies that cater to that. We got to do a match, and that individual will receive a really great savings. I'm going to also tell you this jacket is one of the items that's available. How long is it? It's goes hip level for me. It's got 2 pockets. It's from a company called Focus. It's 3/4 sleeves, pre-shrunk cotton. Great company. These are fitting quite large. And example, I normally wear a size 14 in my clothing. I have the small jacket on. That is why it's still here. It's missized. And I'd like to thank, we had a few people come in and let me do this up here. So this is how the size small fits on a size 14 body. And so I would normally wear a size large in women's clothing and on top. But it's sort of a trim fit for me in the size small. And let me see. So this jacket was $89.95, and it's going to be 50% off during your sale for $45. So pre-shrunk cotton, this really versatile, cute little jacket that is fitting much larger. So I have it in small. I have 2 sizes in medium, 1 large and 1 extra large. When I put on the medium, it's kind of boxy, a little bit large on me, but you want to kind of come in and try those on. And Lori is just making a good comment. Her daughter Erin has size 5 feet. Going to ask her right now if she'd like them. And how long is it on me? Well, just sort of below my hips and maybe almost midway to my buttocks. I wish I could stand up higher. Maybe I'll take a picture and post it in terms of showing you how long this jacket is on me. But just a really versatile jacket, and just $45. The other thing to get you into the store I want to tell you about is I'm going to discount our buffs at 50% off. And if you've been shopping with us over the years, you know about buffs. Buffs are this tubular piece of fabric that we can make into a hat, a balaclava, a face mask, a headband, a scrunchie, and all sorts of things. And we have some in infant sizes that were $24. That means they're just going to be $12. We have other ones, the adult ones, that would be $25 normally, just $12.50. And we do have a few that are licensed products. So the camo one was normally $28, going to be $14. And really great prices. You are not going to find them anywhere else. And they never go out of season. They can be used year round. Great accessory pieces, great practical pieces, great to wear under helmets, great to keep the bugs off you, all sorts of ones. Shirley's going to just right off the bat take the light blue buff. Okay, we'll get that. And Betty's question, do we have this jacket only in white? Yes, just only in white. So that is going to wrap up the items I'm going to show you on tonight's Shop with Diane show. It's gone a little bit over time, but as I said, I'm not going to be doing a show next week. Instead, we are going to have the store open for shoppers to come in and pick up our spring summer wear at 50 to 60% off. I'm going to make it easy. We've now divided most of the tops up in sections: extra small, small, medium, large, extra large. Our sizes go up to triple X, 3X, okay? And so we have a range of sizes, and I would like to thank people like Kelly and Kathleen and Lee and Wendy, who volunteered to come in and try on some of the clothing that we had remaining. Example, when I had somebody try on the large tops. Well, some of those larges were fitting more like a medium, and some of those larges were fitting like an extra large or a double X. So what we are doing is, in most cases, I'm still looking for a size medium volunteer to give us a hand, but we're going to resize those items, retag them. So the larges that were fitting more like medium, we're not going to hang them in the large section. They're going to the medium section. Let the gals who wear medium try those out. So try to make that easier for people. And I hope you'll appreciate that work by our volunteers. And let me see. Let's see. Okay. Couple of questions. Do I have merino buff, wool buffs? No, I don't, Pat. I don't have any of those remaining. And let me just, and I will send you a picture, Lori, of me in the jacket so you can see the length of that. And just a reminder to you, our curbside pickups are tomorrow, 12 to 3. It is the long weekend, so we're going to stop our curbside pickup on the weekend, but invite you to come in to our big pop-up and shop event. And I'd like you all to make sure you join us, not next week, but the week following, for another edition of Shop with Diane. I'll be coming back from the Toronto Gift Fair that's happening the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th of August, and I'll see what is new in this industry, and maybe I'll even have a broadcast. Let me get out of this. Have a broadcast to share with you some of the events that are happening there. So that should be fun. And yeah, lots happening. Go back, check those recipes, come into the store, do some shopping, stay safe. We will continue to get the group together Thursday nights. It is a blast for me to do. I appreciate that you join in as well. And everybody stay safe. And just on a closing note, because we try to keep everyone, lots going on in the world, lots of ups and lots of downs. But let me just go here. As I sign off, I am just going to say one last note is, let's pray for Ukraine. I'm of Ukrainian heritage, but right now, doesn't matter what your ethnic background is, we know what's going on in the world is unbelievable. And we need to send our prayers and our best wishes to not just those who remain in the Ukraine, but those who have had to relocate and be away from their homes and their loved ones. So good night, everyone, and see you in a couple of weeks. And remember, shop with Diane. I'm going to see you. Good night, everyone.